Warning, the following list contains some of the best games of all time. If your favorite is not on the list or not where you want it to be, don't be a bitch and freak out. The Super Nintendo was just that good of a system. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. For Screw Attack's Top 20 Super NES Games, 10 through 1.
10!
What do you get when you take a desolate land spattered with evil demons and combine them with a little naked angel friend? ActRaiser. While developing a city for your people to live in is incredibly satisfying, you've also got the kicker of romping through monsters to some of the best tunes in video game history. Man, just listen to this makes you want to rip somebody's head off. Oh yeah, video game soundtrack aggression.
Number 9.
Cute, cuddly, and unique, Yoshi's Island took shooting eggs at your ass and made it incredibly fun. Oh, whining baby Mario, you're so adorable. While the cuteness of the game may have turned some gamers off, they missed out on sublime controls and gameplay. Oh, baby Mario, now you're starting to annoy me. But this boss battle, absolutely epic. Taking on a giant baby Bowser from a few miles away while the sky is falling and he rushes you? Wow. I hate you, shut up!
Number 8.
Well, pretty much every existing NES franchise that made the jump to the Super Nintendo received a huge facelift. For our money, Mega Man made the biggest jump. Moving away from destroying robot men and focusing on kicking robot animal ass, Mega Man X brought forth a plethora of new abilities never before seen in the series, including the ability to bust a cap with a fireball straight out of Street Fighter 2. Making that jump and killing yourself off just to get it? The things we do for the little extras.
Number 7.
Hey, if you thought Super Mario 3 was impressive, this made you blow your load. Rarely does a commercial actually sum up a game, but this one actually does.
Introducing the next generation from Nintendo, New Super Mario World, created especially for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It's a bit more exciting, a bit more challenging, a bit more graphic, a bit more colorful, a bit more realistic, a bit more levels, a bit more secrets, a bit more enemies, a bit more friends, a bit more sound, a bit hotter, a bit cooler, a bit weird, a bit more revolutionary, a bit more Mario, a bit more of what you want. It's 16-bit, and it's yours only if you get New Super Nintendo. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
Number 6.
Let's take a magical journey. A journey of a boy, a girl, and a sprite. A journey where not only you could play, but so could your friends. That's right, multiplayer. In an RPG? Heck yes! Taking a different approach than traditional turn-based RPGs, Secret of Mana used an unconventional ring system for ease, which depending on your style, you either loved or you hated it. We loved it. The only drawback to Secret of Mana is that if you want to pick it up nowadays, it's going to cost you upwards towards $70.
5.
A totally different change of pace to the Mario series, Super Mario RPG introduced a number of different characters to the fray that we never heard from again. Mario had moved away from jumping on Goomba's heads to now attacking, waiting patiently, hoping you don't die, scrolling through your attack options, thinking about what you want to do, and then attacking again. And people loved it, almost as much as G4 loves to air old episodes of Cops.
Number 4.
Another RPG? Using its massive 32 megs of power, Chrono Trigger made gamers say wow the first time they popped it in their Super Nintendo. Let's talk about the awesome points. Innovative fighting system, check. Multiple endings, check. Time travel, check. Busting out crazy-ass double and triple techs, you bet your ass. When was the last time you saw a giant frog crush a minion? Hell, they even had a little cameo from a game that may or may not be in the list later on. And the Power Glove. Will we ever see another game in the Chrono series? Unfortunately, it looks like the Chrono Bus has made its last stop.
Number 3.
I remember the first time I rented Final Fantasy 3 or 6 and realized, what the hell? I can't beat this game in 3 days, and I'm gonna have to rent it again. Shit. Final Fantasy III is a hallmark on the Super Nintendo. Multiple plot lines, one of the most badass mofos in video game history, and of course, the opera scene. While Final Fantasy V was remarkable, Final Fantasy VI took everything to a new level. Some argue that this soundtrack is the best in the Final Fantasy series. That is a statement.
Number 2.
Now here is an upgrade for you. A Link to the Past. It's the first time we're actually introduced to a major Zelda storyline. Link fought in both the Light and Dark Worlds in an attempt to foil Ganon's evil plans with the Triforce. Also included for the first time is what might be the most useful weapon in Zelda history, the hookshot. Why use a boomerang when you can just stab a guy from the other side of the screen? Also, don't forget about that badass fairy who upgrades your Master Sword. Your sword is stronger. You can feel it throbbing in your hand. That's sexual. If you missed the first half of the Super Nintendo Top 20, hey, there's still time. Go back and watch it. But in the meantime, let's recap the top 10 before we get to number 1. Number 10, ActRaiser. Number 9, Yoshi's Island. Number 8, Mega Man X. Number 7, Super Mario World. Number 6, Secret of Mana. Number 5, Super Mario RPG. Number 4, Chrono Trigger. Number 3, Final Fantasy VI. And number 2, Zelda, A Link to the Past.
It's number 1.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
The largest game available at the time at a heaping 24 megs, Super Metroid is the best 2D action adventure ever, let alone on the Super Nintendo. From the opening sequence, you knew that you were in for one thing: greatness. A game that is 100% complete from beginning to end. There's only one word to describe how you feel after playing Super Metroid: satisfied. Whether it was the throwback to the old Metroid levels at the beginning of the game, or going out of your way to save your little buddies at the end to see if little Pixel escaped the exploding planet, Super Metroid left nothing. Nothing not done. Super Metroid, like any of the games on this list, could easily be considered the best game of all time.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. If you want to see new videos, then just click the screen. Also, you can go to screwtech.com for all of our latest and greatest stuff.